Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR '06 Total Team Control. Today we have two Xfinity races, one at Texas and the other at Phoenix. So let's head to qualifying at Texas and see how things go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again, really appreciate it. Last episode, I keep saying last episode, we got our first truck win. We were on pace to win an Xfinity, oh my gosh, I can't word. An Xfinity race at Bristol until a badly timed caution put us a lap down, and we lost the showdown to Tony Stewart. But let's see if we can turn things around. Our mile-and-a-half program has been excellent this year at both trucks and Xfinity. Never thought I'd be saying that after last season, did you? But very pleased with the program so far. And let's see if we can get yet another pole. We have gotten a pole for every race except for one in the Xfinity Series, and that one we didn't get was a second place start. So, we're a little skaty. We're not up to speed yet, so I'll chalk that up to that, but might have to make an adjustment. We're a little tight now. This is an interesting condition we're in. But let's see if we can one and done this thing again. Whoa. Yeah, it feels really weird going into turn one for some reason. And then we're really tight in turn three. I might loosen the car up, but it's really wobbly otherwise. Alright, we did not one and done it, so we will give it one more shot. Oh, sounds like the garbage truck is here. Oh no. Well, looks like we're starting fourth, guys. I hope they repair that before the start of the race.
No worries, buddy. We're starting towards the front.
Well, there goes our perfect stretch of front row starts. But starting fourth is not the end of the world either. So we'll head to the race now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the old garbage truck upstairs, so if you hear that, I apologize. Good old trash day. Not in the mood for autographs today. But let's see if we can get another good finish. We're on a roll. We've only had one finish outside of the top 10. Maybe this episode I'll remember to look at my stats. I haven't shown you guys those yet. Well, I'll turn it over to Alan Bestwick.
Welcome to the Texas Motor Speedway and today's running of the O'Reilly 300 for the stars of the NASCAR Busch Series. Some fast times and plenty of tight racing are just ahead as the Busch Series drivers face the tough task of getting to the front on this tricky Texas track. The start of the race is just minutes away. EA Sports is proud to bring you Busch Series racing from Fort Worth.
All right. I just love how he says Busch Series, and yet this is called the National Series in the game.
Okay, this is it.
And that amusing, but we are starting on the outside. I'm not thrilled. Oh, I forgot to make that adjustment that I was going to. Shoot.
Going
Oh,
inside.
sorry, Edwards. I did not mean to do that. My car got a little wobbly there. And I have this itch on my nose that's driving me crazy. Alright, hopefully I can get it now.
Busch is the leader.
Much better. Alright, we got around Edwards there. Okay, not Edwards, Earnhardt. We faked Kyle Busch out there. Oh, Earnhardt was almost underneath us. Man, why is my nose so itchy? My nose is really itchy right now. Alright, I rectified my itchy nose. Hopefully it is done being itchy. But we are not done with being tight. Is Junior underneath me? He sure looks like he is, but I can't tell. Spotter's not saying anything, and he's not completely yet. But if I wash up again, he definitely will be. So let's try to stick it to the bottom. Not go on the apron, that would be a death sentence. We're kind of skidding off the corner right now, which is a little concerning for our tire wear. Oh, I washed up again. But we're not pulling away. But the car is handling a little better. I've had to let off a little bit more going into the corner than usual. I can deal with a tight car because usually I can rectify the situation by just letting off the gas a little more. But a loose condition you can't really rectify pretty quickly without making an adjustment. I just scraped the wall there, didn't mean to, nothing too bad. Oh, maybe that's more than a garbage truck upstairs. I mean, I'm sure hearing a lot of noise right now. I hope you guys aren't. Hopefully my microphone's not that good. Or hopefully my voice is washing it out. Might also be my computer running a little hard. My computer's been a little weird lately. It's just a couple times it's like kicking into turbo mode and it just becomes really loud for some reason. That might be what it is. I'll check it after this race to see if I need to shut it down. Nope, we're not going to get on the apron. But we're running good. We haven't really had too much issue. Oh, now we're tight again. Carl Edwards is right behind us now instead of Kyle Busch and Dale Jr. And why is my face just so randomly itchy? 1 minute is the nose, the next minute is my chin. Next minute, oh, that was close. That was really close. I didn't think Edwards was that close. Spotter didn't say anything until almost the last second right there. Oh, maybe I need to shave. That's why my face was so itchy. I don't know. You guys don't know what I look like, so well, most of you don't. So you wouldn't know. Usually I grow my beard out quite a ways, but it seems to be really itchy today, so maybe I'll shave it quicker than usual. Yeah, we're getting a little skady off the corner for some reason. We're tight in, loose off, which is not a condition you want to be in. It's a fairly common condition these days with the low downforce package, but man, it sure looked like somebody spun out because there was a whole bunch of skid marks. But there has not been a caution. But the field is spread out a little bit more. There's some gaps, so maybe something did happen. I don't know, because it sure looked like there was a lot of skid marks on the front stretch. But we are starting to pull away slightly. Okay, we got a right rear going down. That's unusual. Oh no. That probably did not help the situation. This probably isn't helping the situation either. Oh, Kyle Busch.
Keep driving like that, and no one's gonna be friendly out there.
Yes, we're going to pit. This is a perfectly timed caution. We're ready 4 tires and fuel. We're not going to repair. We're going to leave the car the way it is. I'm surprised the tire pressure is that high because it really seemed like the tires wore out a little bit more. Let's see what the pit crew can do. The truck pit crew showed off its best stuff last time. Maybe the Xfinity pit crew can one-up them this time. That would be nice. So pretty much everybody's coming down pit road right now. I would repair if there was less people down pit road. Alright, 16 seconds. We came in second and we're going out second, so I'll take that. We're right behind Carl Edwards. That's where we were after the wreck. Is that JJ Yaley right behind us? Pretty sure it is. Can we get around Edwards going in? Nope, we cannot, so we will have to wait until we're up to speed. Oh, but looks like Yaley's going to make a move on us. Oh, that's the wall. Who's this guy behind us? Oh, Newman's on the inside now, but I don't know who... Oh, that's Kenny Wallace. That sure didn't look like it from the outside. Alright. Oh, man. I almost made that apron work, but unfortunately, Yaley wouldn't let me. Alright, we're still in second thanks to the freezing the field. It looks like our back bumper actually got repaired after that. Alright, again, we get a good initial launch, but once we hit 4, oh no. Sorry, Yaley, you're just, oh my. Yaley, you're just always in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm really sorry, Yaley. You are just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I just can't get up to speed once we hit 4th gear, and Yaley is pissed off at us now. And he's still in 3rd, so we gotta be super careful. He's gonna retaliate big time. I don't know if that was a retaliation or if that was just me getting into him, but now we got Kenny Wallace on our inside, which is not good. We'll try to run a little bit of the high line here. Maybe it'll help us. Oh, Kyle Busch, who's also mad at us. That was Kyle Busch, not me. Well, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of the race right there. We were within 3 laps to go. Yep, 3rd place. After all that, I mean, that's good for us. Carl Edwards wins over Wallace, us, Alvin Shields, and Kyle Busch. So, overall, I will take that. We pissed off JJ Yaley and Kyle Busch, but what's new? Don't know how we got hero points out of that, but I won't question it. We got a bunch of fans again. Let's see, who is this? Based on the color fire suit, that might be Kyle Busch. It certainly isn't JJ Yaley. Those aren't his colors, but that looks closer to Kyle Busch than it does Yaley. And those were the only 2 people we really pissed off today. Unless if Edwards had something with us. That was pretty close to his colors. I'm sure this is Angry Driver. Yep, apologize. Is there really a need to call a person's agent to tell them you're mad at them? Especially since we just had the cutscene where they told us, hey, he's confronting me. Is there really a need to then call my agent on top of that? So yeah, off to Phoenix. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do at Phoenix. Can't quite remember what we did at Phoenix at the end of the last season. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a win, because otherwise I would remember. But we no longer have our perfect front row qualifying record anymore, with that 4th place qualifying at the last place. Atlanta. I don't even remember. All those 1.5 miles look the same to me.
The score in this one.
Alright, let's see how we do. I really don't know how we're gonna do. No, the apron is not a place where you want to be. I tell myself that every time, and it still happens. Well, there's that truck again, or my computer's going into turbo drive.
Great shape. Just hit those marks. One more time.
Pole, so one and done. Almost 2/10 over Kyle Busch. So he'll be starting right alongside of us after that wreck in the last race. I'm not sure if he was the guy that confronted me. Maybe he won't be as pissed off anymore. The color scheme, I mean, it didn't look like Kyle Busch's color scheme, but it definitely wasn't J.J. Yaley's. And I didn't really piss anybody else off, so I don't know what the deal is with that. We have yet to see Tony Stewart. Tony Raines has run all of the races so far, and John Hamilton as well. So, 3 wins, 6 top 5, 6 top 10s, over to Alan Bestwick.
It's NASCAR Busch Series racing from the heart of the desert, the Bosch's Supermarkets 200. Hello, race fans. EA Sports would like to welcome you to this afternoon's exciting NASCAR Busch Series race at the Phoenix International Raceway. Considered one of the fastest one-mile tracks in the world, no two turns are the same here at Phoenix, and that makes this track especially challenging for these NASCAR Busch Series drivers. We're only minutes away from the start of the race, so let's go trackside.
Alright, so I remember asking whether this was considered a mile and a half or not, but it's a mile track, Alan Bestwick says.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, let's see if we can get off to a lead. I don't see the giant red...
A
Oh,
little irritated with you.
never mind.
Busch is outside.
I was about to say I didn't see the little red little thingy there, but he's still mad at me even after retaliating once.
Busch outside.
Alright, I gave him a little nudge there.
Okay, let's see if we can keep this pace. Clear,
I
clear.
mean, if he wants to retaliate, I'll retaliate back. Only at least my retaliation was far less obvious. The Kyle Busch in retaliation usually means he's gonna do the most obvious thing possible. Like trying to attack you on pit road, or getting a giant blood gush on your forehead because you tried to throw a punch and you fell on your head. Or wrecking someone so obviously that you get suspended.
Move now. Look high.
Or the announcers say you should be parked for the rest of the season, like they did when he purposely wrecked the championship contender in the Truck Series. Oh, that must have been 5 or 6 years ago. I think he purposely wrecked Ron Hornaday, who was in the championship hunt. And I think it must have been Phil Parsons who was in the booth, who said he should be parked for this race and probably the rest of the season too. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. I mean, you guys have seen I don't have the best memory. I can usually barely remember what happened like 2 seconds ago. But luckily we have Brian Vickers behind us now, and I don't think he's mad at us. Kyle Busch did get his anger out, but he's still mad enough to retaliate, it looked like. Which one of our teammates is farthest back right now? Oh, they're right next to each other. So I guess I'll wait until it's a little more clear. I'll go back and help one of them. Who needs it most? Probably... Well, I've said I owe Tony Raines after wrecking him that one race, so I'm going to go and help Tony Raines right now. Well, all of us are in the top 10, so that's a good sign. Let's get Tony up to second.
Way to get around the bus.
Maybe help him lead a lap.
Might want to keep working with him. Whatever you need, you're clear.
And his car just looks so much shinier than mine. But it looks like my driver is maintaining the lead, not letting Vickers get by him.
Time to run down the leader.
So good for him, or me, or whoever it is. The ghost of Aaron, or whatever. But I want to get Reigns up to second. Oh, Carl Edwards pinched us down there. I'll get Reigns up to second. And then it'll be time for pit stops. And then after pit stops, I'll try to get Hamilton up here as well. So Kyle Busch is not mad at Tony Reigns, at least not yet. I would not be surprised if at some point he does. But I'm going to try to pass. Oh, Kyle Busch! What I was going to say is I want to get past these two, and then maybe draft with myself, and maybe gap everybody a little bit. Okay, what is it with people trying to block me off the racetrack? I'm going to pull a crossover here. But let's try to draft with ourselves, and maybe pull a bit of a gap on Vickers. The goal is not to pass. The goal is to get a little separation here. Which is not really going that well. So, you know what? I'm going to help get Reigns a lap led to help him in the points here.
Number 133 is up. Good job, buddy. You're really making that car work. Clear, all clear, whatever you need.
We did put a little gap on Vickers, not much. But we're going to go back to our car now.
Okay, buddy, let's do it.
Because we'll be pitting shortly. Not this time, but next time by we will be pitting.
Outside.
I let off a lot more than I usually do, so I didn't hit Reigns. We did make slight contact, but not too bad. But we are separating ourselves from Vickers a little bit. We are pitting this time by, at least I am. I don't know about Reigns and the rest of the bunch. I will try to get John Hamilton up here after pit stops. But I am coming in this time. Hopefully Reigns doesn't ram me into the back here.
Reigns is outside. Leaders are coming into pit. You're clear.
Alright, no, not going to make any changes. Car feels excellent.
Halfway to the checker flag. There's still plenty of time to get to the front. Be patient.
Still plenty of time to get to the front. Good job, crew chief. It's not like we've led almost the entire race. But let's see where we all shake out after pit stops, and then I'll try to help John Hamilton a little bit. Vickers came in with us, so we will get a good comparison on where we end up with him. Reigns did not come in, so he'll lead another lap. Oh my. Oh, now even John Hamilton's ahead of us. That was not a good pit stop. Because Vickers, Edwards, and Hamilton passed us. John Hamilton, what the hell was that?
Working with him has helped us so far. Looks like some of the leaders are headed down pit road.
That was not me. That was not my fault. Oh my. Oh my lord. I was clearly inside of him. But now we got some work to do. Because Edwards and Vickers are way up there right now, and it looks like Reigns is way up there as well. So now we got some work to do. Obviously, that's objective number one. I might have to go back and help Hamilton since I wrecked him, even though that was 100% his fault. I was clearly on the inside of him, and he came down on me in the tunnel turn. Oh, here comes Kyle Busch. I really don't want to be anywhere near him right now.
The 5 car is inside.
Oh, there's this little retaliation. If that even was retaliation. We need to get past these guys. It's not the end of the world if Reigns wins the race. But as long as I'm in second. And I do want to get back and help Hamilton since we kind of screwed him over a little bit. But Reigns is way out there. I don't think I'll be able to get back to him.
Watch the outside. You're in third. 2 spots to go. Leader's got you by about 2 seconds.
Vickers, don't you dare block me. Oh, I hit the inside wall, though.
Settle down.
Darn it. Did not mean to do that. I apologize, Vickers. Alright, we got a little gap. I'm going back to help Hamilton now. Oh, my.
Going inside. That'll drop you
Let's
down
get
a
him
spot.
back
Don't
up to the
worry.
top 5 at least.
Clear
Since
the
I
inside.
kind of screwed his day over a little bit. That was 100% my fault.
Number 6, up high, up high.
All 3 of our cars feel excellent, I have to say. Alright, this guy's going to block me off the track as well.
Good job, get 5.
We got to remember to go back to our car with 2 laps to go, otherwise we won't be able to finish the race with our car. But again, I'm perfectly happy with Tony Reigns winning a race, as long as I'm second.
Leader's on in front of you by about 4.5 seconds.
But I'm doing this just because I screwed Hamilton's day over.
Outside, outside. That's 1 more down. You got both sides, you're all clear.
Alright, if we can get a 1, 2, 3, I will 100% take that, no matter what order the 1, 2, 3 is in. I owe Tony Reigns based off of the first couple races,
5 more laps.
and now I owe John Hamilton. So I'll definitely go and help Hamilton in the future.
You're halfway on fuel.
Kyle Busch is going to block us off the track again. I guess we'll draft
Outside, outside. You got one
to
outside.
go around Vickers first.
We're in the top
But I want to get around these guys as well. Busch, really?
Bush.
Alright, yeah. You knew that I was there. Alright, I don't want to get Edwards anywhere near my guy right now. But I think I'm inadvertently helping him, so let's go, guy.
Down low. Still inside you.
Actually, a better solution is to pass both of them with Hamilton. But I don't think that's going to be an easy solution. I'm going to have to switch back to my guy soon. Actually, now.
All right, buddy. We're in second.
Hamilton has the upper hand on Edwards right now, so I got to
2 more times.
go back to my guy so I can finish the race with my guy. Oh, but I washed up big time. We've actually caught Tony Reigns pretty close. I don't think we'll be able to pass him, but we've actually caught him. At least gotten closer to him. Again, I'm perfectly happy if he wins. Not going to have any objections to that.
Here we go. Last lap.
The other cars actually feel a lot better than my car. My car is a little tighter compared to them. We'll draft Reigns to victory.
Great finish. We'll take second.
Alright, it looks like Hamilton finished 4th, so we didn't quite get the 1, 2, 3. But I had to switch back in order to finish with my guy. But that went well. I'm very happy with how well that went. We will head back to the menu and we will check out my stats. I keep forgetting to do that. Team Prestige went through the roof. That's really good for that stat. Overall, good stats day for all of us. There's Tony Reigns winning. But definitely a good day for all 3 of us. Now, I just don't know what the deal is with Tony Stewart. Is Reigns going to run the whole season, or is Stewart going to come in at halfway, or I don't know what the deal is, but I'm going to treat it like Reigns is running for the championship. That's how I'm going to treat it. If that's not the case, then I'll definitely focus on helping John Hamilton out. But we will see how things look once that comes around. Standings, we'll check this out. We are in first. Reigns with the win. Oh, well, Hamilton's in 10th, and Reigns is 12th. So we can definitely stand to help them out a little bit more. We didn't run any truck series, or nothing happened in the modifieds either. So let's check out our stats. Let's check out our status. But we're a hero. After Season 1, you wouldn't think that, but we're definitely a hero. We're level 4 prestige. We got 2 million fans. That's good. I've unlocked a bunch of unlockables off screen. But let's take a look at our stats. 9 starts for all 3 of us. I have 7 poles. 3 wins for us, 1 win for Tony Reigns. And that's Reigns' only top 5 as well. Hamilton has 2 top 5s. We have 7 top 5s, 7 top 10s. So average start is 1. Average finish is 6th. We're way ahead of everybody else with that one. We've led 95 laps. We have a top speed. We've ran 3 more laps than everybody else. They must have been a lap down in a couple races. That's the Xfinity Series. 3 starts, 2 poles, 1 win, 3 top 5, 3 top 10s. And the trucks, average start of 2, average finish of 2. And then, they really don't show the guy I heard. Wow. But there's all the modified stuff. Doesn't matter there. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.